We have been very lucky to get a guide. He's not only a guide, he's a friend, philosopher, and guide for our team of four elderly person. We stayed at Sattal from 25th of February 2023, and we are still with him. Mr. Hari Om, he has got a plenty of knowledge of this area regarding baths and its habitats and its locations, its characteristics, and he has helped us enormously to get photographs and capture these surprising moments and really precious moments of birds. We have been very lucky to get it, and no language is sufficient enough to thank him for the service that he has rendered for us. Thank you very much, Mr. Hari Om, and I wish that all the birders should take his help and suggestion to get their stay at Sattal and in any bird sanctuary a fruitful one. Thank you very much. Or that is very important of him. He is a very smiling person. He never loses his temper and always help people like us who are elderly and who needs some help always, because we are physically not that well strong this time. All of us are almost above 65 years of age, and we are retired person, and we didn't feel any problem since Mr. Horium was there with us, and he has got a plenty of knowledge and the typical characteristics of the birds, its species, and of course their scientific name and the difference between the similar looking birds. But what is the difference? He knows it and he has identified it, and we thank him very much for the service he has given to us.
नहीं, स्पैरो नहीं, उस स्पैरो से तो बहुत बड़ा है सर। स्पैरो तो बहुत छोटा है सर। इसमें सिर्फ दो ही कलर है, ब्लैक एंड वाइट। आप इसका ब्रेस्ट और बेली देखेंगे, वो वाइट कलर है, उसका थ्रोट ब्लैक कलर का है ना। তারপর বাঁদিক থেকে যে ব্রাঞ্চ বেরিয়েছে, বাঁদিক থেকে ব্রাঞ্চ বেরিয়ে একটা দুটো সাব ব্রাঞ্চে আছে, বাঁদিক থেকে তারপরে যে সাব ব্রাঞ্চে উপরের দিকে। I've done other things in my life also. No, you're collecting from different places. Yes, obviously.
Give us an overview, please, sir.
The history of this is that my father started this in the 1940s and I just took it forward, that's all.
And from which zones did you collect all these species?
And this is a reference collection, and we get stuff for identification. So if you send something to me for identification, then I will keep the voucher specimen. Okay, so that also adds to the collection, in the sense that somewhere, it's like birds. You see, some are found or cosmopolitan.
Introduce your father, sir.
He's on the mantel shelf there. You can go and meet him.
He's still alive.
No, they're on the mantel shelf. This is the sort of work Salim Ali put into birds, that you can go around with cameras now and photograph things. But he had thousands and thousands of
Identifying
specimens.
the species,
Yes.
arranging them in order.
Once it is
So,
done.
besides
then
that
it is-
Padmaja Naidu Jew at Darjeeling, there's some
Yes.
insect museums also there.
There's an insect collection, but it's not identified. It's just a khichdi. It's
Yes,
just
yes.
to whatever identification had been done was.
A rich collection is there, but not organized.
Yeah, it's a small. It's
These
a meaningless.
These are bees, na?
Yes, these are pollinating. So these are of different flowers. So.
Or no.
You have to collect them in alive.
Alive, then
Then
You kill them in a killing job.
kill them.
Yes.
killing
And
it.
then
Can you prepare them as on the setting boards there?
Do you use any preservatives to
Not really. Not really. This is a reference collection, so it has to be as close to nature as possible, as natural. If you put them in soft, shall we say that what you're looking at is the skeletons of insects. And so this is the exoskeleton, no? And the muscles inside have dried up. And if you have other things which are vertebrates, for example, they have an endoskeleton. And then you need to preserve them in liquid. If once they dry out, a frog is
Formalin or
unrecognizable. Formaldehyde, and alcohol and stuff. No? So with insects, you don't need to do that, unless of course it's the larva. The caterpillar, if you want to preserve, then you need to do that. You can dry it out, but usually it's also.
Achha, these are all segmented into country-wise.
No, families. It's a biological classification, not a geographical classification.
So after collection, how long does it take to get it preserved properly?
That depends on whether you're preserving it in the dry season or the rainy season. It can take 2 months on the setting board, or you can take it off in a couple of days.
So it's all skeleton, dry up skeleton.
All insects have an exoskeleton. So what you're looking at is the skeletons. The internal organs and the muscles, they're all inside and they dry up, so they don't change the shape of the insect.
As it is.
But if it's a frog or a whatever other thing, lizard or something like that, and you want to preserve that, then the skeleton is inside and the skin will dry up and it will change completely. You won't be able to recognize it if compared with a live specimen. So you have to preserve those ones in alcohol and formaldehyde.
Formalin.
Formalin, yeah.
is it the inner view of wings?
Yes. This is a moth. Yeah.
Oh.
These two are from here. Those three are from Meghalaya. Those two are from Tamil Nadu. They're different subspecies. So the whole thing is a khichdi. It's like I said, it's a biological classification they follow, not a geographical.
Achha.
It's all mixed up. But we have about 250 species in Sattal and Leadville.
And you had these have been documented and came out in a form of literature.
Yes, of course.
Achha.
So what's the point of a research center if you're not publishing a research? Species, many of them are only represented by 1 or 2 specimens.
Plates, photograph plates is very expensive. That would be
The photos don't exist. The specimens have never been photographed. The species.